Let us begin this morning with a quiet breath. We come into this moment as we are, without pretense, without hurry. We allow the stillness to settle around us, and we rest here for just a moment, aware of the gift of being alive, of being present, of being here. We open our hearts in gratitude for breath that moves in and out of our bodies without our asking. We give thanks for the light that returns each morning, for the rhythm of waking and sleeping, for the continuity of days. We are grateful for the people who share this world with us, for those who will cross our paths today, for those we love and those we have yet to understand. We offer our thankfulness. We acknowledge the wonder of this life, fragile and resilient, ordinary and precious. We are aware this morning of the many ways we are called to respond to one another. In our homes, in our work, in our passing encounters, we are met with the presence of other lives, other needs, other hopes. We recognize that much of what we do each day is done in response, in reply, in answer to what is asked of us or what is needed. And we know that how we respond shapes not only the lives of others, but our own hearts as well. So we ask this morning for the grace to meet what comes with openness. Help us to pause before we react. Help us to listen before we speak. Help us to notice the person in front of us, not just the inconvenience or the interruption. When we are asked for our time, our attention, our help, let us not answer only from fatigue or obligation, but from a place that remembers the dignity of the one who asks. We know we cannot do everything. We know we cannot solve every problem or meet every need. But we ask for the wisdom to discern where we are truly needed and the courage to offer ourselves there, fully and without resentment. Let us not confuse busyness with purpose. Let us not mistake activity for presence. Help us to respond from a place of clarity, not from a place of guilt or pressure. And when we must say no, when we must set a boundary, when we must protect our own capacity to continue, help us to do so with honesty and kindness, without shame. We ask for patience with ourselves today. We are learning, still learning, how to live well, how to love well, how to be present in a world that moves quickly and demands much. We will not be perfect in our responses. We will misread situations. We will speak too quickly or stay silent too long. We will give too much in one moment and withhold too much in another. But let us meet our own mistakes with gentleness. Let us allow ourselves to be human, to be incomplete, to be still growing. We ask also for patience with others. We do not know what burdens they carry. We do not know what grief or worry or fear moves beneath the surface of their words and actions. Help us to respond to one another with the kind of generosity we ourselves need. When someone is sharp with us, help us to wonder what pain might be speaking. When someone asks more than seems fair, help us to consider what desperation might be driving them. We do not ask to be doormats or to abandon our own well-being, but we ask to see more clearly, to judge less quickly, to offer the benefit of the doubt when we can. We think this morning of the quiet ways we influence the world around us. A kind word offered to someone who is struggling, a task completed with care, even when no one is watching, a moment of full attention given to someone who feels unseen. These small responses matter. They shape the texture of our days and the quality of our communities. Help us not to underestimate the power of simple presence, of steady reliability, of showing up. Let us be people who can be counted on, not because we are extraordinary, but because we are faithful in small things. We ask for the strength to respond with integrity. When we are tired, help us to rest rather than to lash out. When we are afraid, help us to acknowledge our fear rather than to hide it behind anger or control. When we are hurt, help us to speak our truth rather than to nurse our wounds in silence. Let our responses come from our deepest values, not from our most reactive impulses. Help us to live in alignment with what we believe matters most. And when we fail, when we respond in ways we regret, help us to return, to repair, to try again. We hold in our hearts this morning those who feel overwhelmed by what is being asked of them, those who are caring for others without enough support, those who are working beyond their capacity, those who are trying to meet needs that seem endless. Surround them with help. Send them people who will share the load, give them permission to ask for what they need, and help the rest of us to notice, to offer, to step forward without waiting to be asked. We also hold those who feel they have nothing to offer, those who feel useless or invisible, those who believe their presence does not matter. Help them to see that they are needed. Help them to recognize the value of their unique perspective, their particular gifts, their irreplaceable presence. Give them opportunities to contribute, to connect, to know that they belong. We ask for wisdom in our responses to difficulty. When we encounter problems, help us to respond with creativity rather than despair. When we face conflict, help us to respond with curiosity rather than defensiveness. When we meet suffering, help us to respond with compassion rather than turning away. Let us be people who move toward what is hard, not because we are brave, but because we trust that we do not have to face it alone. We remember this morning that we are part of a larger whole. Our responses ripple outward in ways we cannot always see. The patience we show to one person may give them the strength to show patience to another. The kindness we receive may soften us enough to offer kindness in turn. We are connected in ways both visible and invisible. What we do matters not because we are important, but because we are part of a web of relationships that holds us all. Help us to live with awareness of this connection. Help us to respond not just for our own benefit, but for the benefit of the whole. As we move into this day, we ask for calm in the midst of demands. Help us to breathe deeply when we feel pressured. Help us to move at a sustainable pace, even when the world rushes around us. Help us to distinguish between what is urgent and what is important. Give us the discernment to know where to place our energy and the courage to let other things go. We ask for clarity in our communication. Help us to say what we mean with simplicity and honesty. Help us to listen not just to the words of others, but to the heart beneath the words. Let our speech be truthful and kind. Let our silence be respectful and not punishing. We ask for kindness toward ourselves and others as this day unfolds. Let us meet each moment as it comes, without borrowing trouble from the future or rehearsing grievances from the past. Let us be here, now, as fully as we are able, and when we drift, as we will, let us gently return. We close this time of prayer with gratitude for the opportunity to begin again. Each morning is a gift, a chance to respond differently, to choose again, to practice the kind of presence we hope to embody. We do not have to be perfect. We only have to be willing. May we carry this willingness with us today. May we respond to what comes with as much grace as we can muster. And may we trust that even our imperfect offerings are enough. We rest in this assurance. We breathe in peace. We step forward into this day with quiet hope. Amen.